other basics. FSBO.com, ForSaleByOwner.com. Okay, a couple sites to take a look at. Not a lot of inventory there, but there's some. Now, Chris, let's talk about IDX. Chris, why don't you jump in and explain to everybody what is Internet Data Exchange and why is it valuable for investors who do not have access to the MLS?
I'd say it's one of the, or what some of the top real estate brokerage, top real estate companies, this is what they use to pretty much bring the MLS data directly to their own website. And this is where a website that you'll go to, you'll sign up, pretty much register an account, and you pretty much have access to the MLS. It's all there. And what you can do is you can go into these websites, set up your own auto search, your own drip campaign, and it really makes your life easier when it comes to searching property. One of the best ones, because it's national, is remax.com. Their website's an IDX website. What you can do is you can go sign up for a free account there. You know, you're going to get a call from a Remax agent, but you can set it up there, set up all your different searches, and start instantly searching the MLS. You can also use some of that data, some of the different things for market research, and I think it just makes your life easier. And definitely find different IDX websites in your area, and all you really have to do is, like this, search houses for sale, Billings, Montana, or whatnot, and usually the paid results, if they are real estate agent type websites, they're going to be some sort of IDX website.
Yep, when you Google homes for sale in, let's say, Medina, Ohio, or Nashville, Tennessee, all these ads at the top where you see the yellow Google ad, yellow Google ad, yellow Google ad, these are almost all going to be IDX sites. Matter of fact, this one right here that says MillerLane.com, this is one of my good friends who's a former coaching student. His name is Scott Miller. His partner is Ed Lane, and they run a brokerage in the Seattle Bellevue area of Seattle, Washington. And they get buyer leads and seller leads, and you can register on their website. So for any of you that need a realtor and don't have one, you need a buyer's agent, the best realtors are the ones that subscribe and pay for their own internet data exchange, where they set up their own website, and then their website pipes in the MLS into their website. And all you have to do is Google homes for sale in your city, and whatever ones that pop up where there's an ad, I can virtually guarantee you that those are IDX sites, and you can get access to the MLS feed for free. You can also, again, as Chris mentioned, go to remax.com. They have a nationwide IDX. Number 17 is social media. Now, guys, I can't even tell you how many houses I've bought using social media and social media posts. Social media is basically just today's modern version of referral marketing. You have people in Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, all these different places that you want to be, and all you have to do is post good quality content, okay? Post good quality content about you and about the real estate market, and then if you post that content and people engage with you, you must respond to them, okay? Social media marketing is not just about push marketing. It's not about just putting your brand or your company in front of prospects and customers. It's about pull marketing. It's about engagement. It's about getting people to care and give a shit about you and about your brand and about your company and about what you're doing. So if you put up a post and somebody responds to that post and you ignore them, you've lost them forever. Do you know how many of you I see posting in various groups, Facebook groups, real estate groups, and all you do is spam the shit out of all the people in those groups and post your ads and say, we buy houses, and you put stuff up on Craigslist, and you think that's going to work. Well, let me tell you something. That's never going to work. You are totally wasting your time. So if you've joined all those real estate groups in Facebook, and you put up a bunch of crap in there, well, guess what? So are hundreds, if not thousands, of other people. So here's the alternative. What you do is you set up a Facebook business page like I have, like you see on the right side of the screen, right? Josh Cantwell, right? Which just is an entrepreneur and a public figure. And I put up new videos and new trainings every single day. Now, some of those are about the training. Some of them are about coaching. Some of them are about deals, free tips and strategies. And guess what happens? We get calls and we get input and we get feedback every single day from thousands of people. And it all started years ago when I just started putting up cool free shit that anybody could get for free. Now, what we've done is we've used all these social media connections directly with YouTube. All right? Creating your own YouTube channel is very simple. Remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google in the entire world. So you're going to be able to generate good leads and promote yourself, a lot of brand value and a lot of brand recognition by putting your brand up in YouTube. Now, what Chris and I have both done is we've created our own YouTube channels. And we both have thousands and thousands and thousands of views in these YouTube channels. So how many of you would like to know how to set up your own YouTube channel? How many of you would like to set up your own YouTube channel and really be in a situation to teach and leverage those YouTube videos to get client referrals, customer referrals, property leads, right? How many of you would like to know how to properly use YouTube in conjunction with Facebook and a Facebook business page like we have? So guys, we have 750,000 views of our YouTube videos. Do you think that leads to us getting some deals? How many of you guys would like to know how to build that for yourselves? So we have about 250,000 downloads of our podcast, of which both of those, our podcasting channel and our YouTube channel, both started just with free, cool content that anybody could listen to. And we've added to it, we've promoted it, we've integrated it with Facebook. And now, in addition, we also have 33,000 likes on Facebook. How does that happen? It all started when I was guys just like all of you, just putting out cool free content. Okay? All right, number 19, Craigslist. All right? You go to Craigslist, you kind of use it two ways. One is you can look through the real estate for sale section and find leads. But really what we like to do is go under the apartments and housing and look for real estate that's for rent. Now, real estate that's for rent in Craigslist, guess what, guys? Every single property that's in Craigslist that's for rent is vacant. They're all vacant. Every single one of those houses is vacant. Every single one of those landlords wants to sell. So if you're just going after vacant properties and you're driving neighborhoods, or you're specifically going and buying lists, well, you're crossing over all the vacants that are sitting right in Craigslist for free. You're just not looking in the right area. Okay? In the apartments and housing for rent, that's where all those vacant properties are at, with landlords and people that got stuck with houses where they don't really want them. All right? So we'll show you guys exactly how we farm Craigslist. Okay? YouTube, Facebook, and all these different social channels. Now, how many of you guys are actually going after tax liens and tax deeds? How many of you are getting lists of tax liens and tax deeds and tax delinquencies as a marketing strategy? A lot of no's, a lot of no's, a lot of no's. Well, guys, here's the deal. Each state's a little bit different. This is administered on the county level. But tax liens and tax deeds are simply properties where the homeowner hasn't paid their property taxes. So there becomes a tax lien against the property, or there's a tax deed sale where the property is sold because the taxes were never paid. So we acquire lists of delinquent tax liens and tax deeds. We send mail to these people. We also use TLO.com. Guys, write that down, TLO.com, which is a skip tracing service to find the homeowner, find their phone number. Now, guys, remember, 1/3 of all the properties in the United States are paid off. 1/3 of all the homes in the U.S. are paid off. They have no mortgage. But some of those people inherit those properties, or they're on fixed income, they fall behind on their property taxes, and they can't get them sold. Okay? A lot of times people inherit properties through inheritance lists or probate deals, and they have significantly delinquent property taxes. Okay? And when that happens, we just TLO, skip trace them, get the phone number, call them up, or send them direct mail.
Josh, let me say real quick on tax liens and tax deeds too. I think we compiled the list. It was only 100 or so people that were late on their property taxes. We sent postcards to that list, and we ended up getting a deal from it. A lady that contacted us that her property was going to go to tax foreclosure here in just a month or two. So we ended up buying this property. It was a little rundown rental, kind of in a lower income part of town, but we ended up buying it for, I think we paid $25,000. She didn't know anything else on it. She owed like $1,600 in taxes or something like that. Not a ton. Bought it for $25,000. We sold it to another investor for $43,000, I believe. We didn't do any work to it whatsoever. Sold it it was like 2 weeks later. He paid cash for it, and we moved on with a nice profit check. But that one came from just a list of 100 people. But we caught her at the right time, right around that, when her foreclosure auction was coming up.
That's fantastic, Chris. Yeah, you have to tell me a little bit more about that case study so we can add it to this presentation here. So, guys, that's an unbelievable opportunity right there. Not a lot of people doing tax liens and tax deed sales, going after those types of properties. Some people show up at the auction and buy them, but we're talking about getting the list and then marketing to those people before they lose their property at auction. And a lot of them know they don't have the money. They don't have the wherewithal to pay those taxes. You can step in, make them a cash offer, buy it, wholesale it, flip it, whatever your exit strategy is going to be.